the V9. I put it on, and then I saw the image of what the energy was doing, and it was like 3 sort of big soft rings that were, if you drop a pebble into a body of water and you see the ripples coming out, it was like that coming out of the V9. And then that was like a strong ripples of energy. And then there was this soft, just like sort of sparkly, gentle kind of energy that was just all pervasive around me, that was also there emitting from it. So it felt, the energy of it actually felt softer than I thought it would be. It feels beautiful. And anyway, so I'm wearing that and really grateful and happy. And with the touch, I've been just feeling how powerful it is. I experience the touches. I do it on the computer because it's the only solid frequency line I can get. And I put my hands onto the screen of the computer. And so for the first 27 minutes, I feel like it's going through all of my body, and it's really just making everything buzz really gently. Then the second half, the second time I click on it to do the second 27 minutes, what happens was I feel it particularly strongly in my head, because I have this dizziness issue that is getting better and worse and better and worse and better all the time. And so it's like it goes into my brain, and I feel all this tingling in my brain and all my head, and feel like it's all working on it really beautifully. So, and then I get really buzzy from the second one. So it's like it's sort of topping up my body, because I feel like it's an accumulative thing that, you know, like I'm doing it 2 times in the morning and 2 times in the afternoon. And then I can't do it at night because it buzzes me out. I don't sleep for hours and hours. So, yeah. Anyway, that's me.
With the touch, I've been doing very, very good. I've feel a lot more energy. I'm breathing a lot better than I have been before, and my blood pressure and the rate has been normal. I'm just so tickle pink about that. No more medications for me. So, oh, except for my thyroid, but I've noticed too that it has helped me with my eyesight more, because I can read except for the real small letters, but I can read without glasses. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I've I felt, because I have a disability with my ribs and my neck. I feel that my neck is a lot straighter. I'm not going like this anymore and trying to straighten up. I'm just straight up now. And I feel that right this area here has gone down a lot. And when I'm doing my stretches, I can feel that I can stretch on one side the same as the other side, because it's lopsided, so it's a lot straighter now, and I'm pretty comfortable to do extra stretches. So, and with your stretches that you've been doing, it's helped me quite a bit, so I'm very happy about that. So
This week, during that attack, my hip went out again, which the touch had actually realigned the week prior to that. And my hip went out again, trying to push the dog away. And I've been putting the touch on, and double and 2 to 3 times a day. And then 2 days ago, with the touch going, I was really in a really deep state, and I could feel this jolting, a gentle jolting going on in my foot, my right foot, and my right leg. And then all of a sudden, a slight gentle twist of the hip, as if somebody manipulated and put it back into alignment. And I've got no more limp again. So that's that one. And last night, I've had this numbness in my toes, and my left side, the left side of my toes, the left foot, on the tip of the toes, the numbness is pretty much gone on that. I'd probably say there's about 1% left to go. But on the right side, there's a little bit more, but I put the touch on it last night. I've been doing that every night. And this morning I was still vibrating from the touch, and I did have my V6 in bed with me. And I find this morning that there's more numbness gone in my right foot, my right toes.
I've been doing the touch for a few times over my sound bar from my iPhone in my living room. And it's pretty amazing because of the frequency coming out of the speaker. It just vibrates my head. And I'm holding my iPhone and sometimes I'm touching it. But I've had a condition going on that I didn't know what it was, kind of more a female thing. And I went to the gynecologist, and my culture came back today normal. So that's really good news. And I've been, focusing on that. And also, I had a massage yesterday. I'm really fortunate that once in a while I get to do that. And I was in less pain than I've been for a long time. My neck, and I mentioned this last week, the sciatic issue. It's so much better. It's not there. So the neck that I was having, although I do go to the chiropractor too, but it's mostly just physical therapy he does on me. And I'm just really excited, but I'm really excited for doing it over the sound bar. Just because of the feeling that I get in my whole body when I'm doing it. And I have fallen asleep too, and I'm sleeping really soundly.
So I've been using the touch for only about a week, and the HHS meditations just since last week. And I want to thank Mary for sharing, because I think I realized during her share that I have less physical pain today in my shoulders, which usually my neck and shoulders and back are in a lot of pain, especially in the morning when I get up, but even at this time of the day. So yeah, so I think that's something that is happening. Sometimes we're up a little too late and we do it right before going to sleep. And that's not as comfortable for me. I like being alert. And I feel like the quality of my intentions is much greater if I'm alert when I start. So that's just something that I've noticed in the last several days. So thank you.
I did not stop using my V9 when I started using the touch. I'm still wearing this 24/7 and only take it off and turn it off when I'm doing touch. I wear it during the day, and then at night I have a cell phone package that I strap on my knee. So I'm still doing 24/7 V9 and doing the touch, double touch in the AM, double touch in the PM. I'm experimenting with doing only one double touch a day because I have found that after I do the touch, the tingling vibration feeling continues for 3 or 4 hours. And when I walk, not to be confused with my morning walk, which is doing great, my normal walk has become wobbly from that. And I don't know if that's because I'm doing too much touch, or is that the nerves healing and I can feel it because it's doing that. I don't know which. I just keep experimenting to find out what works best. But keep using the V9. Don't forget about it.
Okay, I've been increasing my time with the touch a little bit more, and lately I've been noticing that my fingernails are growing better. They're not as I used to get like they'll hang nails and everything a little bit more in the beginning, with just the device, but now I've noticed that I'm just getting nails. They're not super long, but I can tell that they're strong and, you know, very clean and clear. And then I feel more softness in my skin.
I notice little tiny things. I'm not noticing really big things, but what I'm noticing is everyone around me is changing. Everyone. And some of it's a little explosive, but it's that big fat abscess that has to go. And I know we're not doing pets, but these dogs are not the same. And at my friend's house where I'm staying, his mother comes over every weekend and she just sleeps on the sofa. She's 84. She started going to church again on Friday nights and on Sundays. And the other night she was out until midnight having fun with her friends. Right? And so and she only speaks Spanish, a little bit of English, and she's so chatty and she just chats and she's talking to me and I have no idea what she's saying. But it's just really sweet that she's so much more alive than she was 2 months ago when I got here. And I play the touch when she's here in the background.
The calmness you spoke of, and to walk by people, I sense that others are feeling that. Or when you walk by and they turn to look, I'm not used to having that, but that's happening quite often lately, especially like the lady that was at the grocery store. If you paid attention to my Peggy comment of paying it forward, why did she just decide that she wanted to talk to me? It's just lovely to have people stop you and want to communicate or just visit with you about chatting, this, that, and the other. Um, well, people are my priority, humanitarians, right? Right. Okay, so last time we spoke of how I hear the frequencies and then I hear the ka-chunk, 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 and then I hear like a bell ringing. It's not really a bell, so to say, but it's some form of that, whatever that bell kind of sound is. Um, anyway, and then as just about at the end of the meditation when we do touch, I hear a decrescendo, a softness of the frequencies going down, and then here in just a little while they crescendo back up to about the same place, and then it just kind of calms down and just hangs. So that's been different since I believe something was said about there's a change in what Dr. A's done. But and Kiora, I agree. Calmness. My eyebrows and my eyelashes are darkening. Periodically, I'll pull a silver that might come in. I haven't seen them come back.
Again, like my cats, I do it in the morning and I'm in bed. I don't even get out of bed and I just do it like first thing, or I do it after the morning meditation. And my cats are just, they're like glued to me, or they're nudging the tablet, which I have on with the touch, and they want to lay on it. And they've just become so much more loving. And I love it because, of course, who doesn't want to snuggle with their pet? But that's pretty cool. And to what Lainey was saying, I think, I'm not 100% certain, I got to do a closer look, but I think I've got more hair coming in up here where it was starting to get a little bit thin. And I'm like, what is that? That's not happening. And again, I think, was it Lane that was just saying this, with people, the whole key thing. I've had a couple of folks just in the last 24 hours, 2 different people say something to me, and I'm just like, I just kind of let it roll off my back, and my brain doesn't revert back where it's thinking about it all the time. Or I'll start humming to get it, because they say you can't think about something and hum at the same time. So I've tried that and it works. I mean, I move on. So yay for the home team.
My son is just embarking my oldest, he's embarking on lots of different direction. He has the V9 and he's doing the touch. And so he's doing lots of self-improvement and he seems just more focused and happy than he has in years. And then my middle child went on a wonderful vacation to Hawaii that a friend invited her to go. And she said, Mom, I want to buy this sailboat. But her husband doesn't do sailing with her. And I said, do what makes you happy. And so she came back and someone had this 23-foot Catalina for $2,000. This older couple just wanted her to have it. And so she got the sailboat. And then I have a daughter who is dealing with symptoms of Lyme for 10 years. And she is making so many improvements. She's figuring out things that she can do to help herself feel better. I mean, it's really much better. She's just able to function and things like that. So much better. And my cats, after hearing that, my cats are just, they just won't let me alone. They just are so, I've got to be with you. I've got to be sitting with you like every second of the day, especially when I'm doing the touch. And then another thing, when I just came from the grocery store, so many people, if I just make a comment about the eggs we're buying or something, we just have the most wonderful conversations, like I've known these people for years. So it's been a lot of changes for me.